overcast, to say the least, right? Get some rain and heavy winds. I've got to ask, first thing I thought of when I was coming out to do this, does this kind of weather have any significant impact on y'all's business practices here for an HVAC company?
Yeah, a lot of customers don't want mud and water tracked through their house, which is understandable. So at the times like this, it gets a little slow, but when weather gets back to normal, it picks right back up for us. And we understand that completely. Everybody works hard for their stuff. Nobody wants a stinky plumber tracking stuff into their house. So, yeah. But other than that, no. Yeah, we have a really good customer base. So a lot of those guys that trust us, they'll still invite us in and allow us to come over and service them when they need. So.
And if you want to reach out to these guys, call 405-833-5992. We got a little street sign, like a yard sign up here on the table. You can see it on our Facebook live video. It's got the name and the number on it there. By the way, we are live on Facebook, Gospel Station, Sports and Talk there as well. Come by and say hi. We'll see your comments in real time. Maybe we can talk sports just somebody doing it in. Well, guys, we got an hour show today. We're going to do 4 segments covering a bunch of different stuff. Do y'all have a preference on what y'all want to start with by any chance?
No, not at all, man. I mean, there's a lot of good games, so wherever you guys want to start, I'm cool with.
All right. Well, let's see, we'll do baseball, football, basketball, just since they just started, and we usually like to do breaking news, kind of whatever you want to talk about for the fourth. Dad, I know you're a big college football fan. Blaine, I believe you're a Texas fan.
Yeah, I am.
Say anything about that right now. But let's start there. Let's start with college football. So another week has come and gone. Texas had a miraculous win in overtime. I still don't know how y'all pulled that one off. Oklahoma's game didn't go quite as well. Oklahoma State lost big again. But it seems like we're kind of at the point of the season where all the rankings are starting to get a little bit more finalized. We're not seeing quite as many big upsets yet. Chad, we'll start with you. Going to that OU game, I watched it. I know you watched it. What are your thoughts coming out of that one?
Disappointing for sure. We had it right there and fumbled the ball at the 50-yard line. It was very disappointing. And then to see Texas come back at the end of that game just made it so much worse.
So much worse is an understatement. 34-26 loss there with Ole Miss playing Oklahoma. Lane Kiffin had a really great game plan for that game, I thought. And obviously, though, the question is material, right? He's coming back week 2 coming off of that injury. Didn't look great against Texas. Came back and he was pretty accurate through the first and then kind of got away from him again at the end. Are we thinking that this is going to be an ongoing issue for the rest of the year?
I'm hoping he can get it together, but I think the hand is definitely giving him issues. You see him miss passes that we didn't see him miss in the first 4 or 5 games, so I think it's definitely bothering him still.
I think so too. Oklahoma falls to 6-2. Ole Miss now 7-1. They have, I believe, the second best record overall. So I think Ohio State is still undefeated. Chambliss for Ole Miss threw for 315 yards and a touchdown. On the Oklahoma side, Mateer had 223 and a touchdown. His primary target was Fatinga. The third, on the Ole Miss side, they had just the one to Bruckler. They actually got a lot on the ground, which Oklahoma didn't have that game. So we got more rushing touchdowns from Xavier Robinson, who was by far team's leading rusher. He had 109 yards alone. But all of that on the ground game was limited to him. We didn't feel like Mateer had a lot going in the rush game.
Yeah, for sure. They just couldn't really get it going. Besides Xavier, he busted one for 70 yards, I believe. He looked really good.
Yeah, that 65-yard one that he ran all the way. So, and what's impressive is, in 9 carries, what he was able to do. So I will give OU that. They've got some solid players, man, which is every year. I mean, once they get it together, they end up becoming a pretty solid squad, man. And you got to give it to their defense, too, man. I mean, their defense, if I'm not mistaken, they are pretty young here in Oklahoma. Kip Lewis, I want to say he led the defense with 12 tackles. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's pretty solid. Ole Miss Chambliss, he's a solid guy, man. He's looking really, really good.
They're kind of looking like a top 5 team.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it's very impressive what they did over OU, man. 100%. I would say OU still stuck it in there, man. I mean, they were trying to give it all they could, and but that Ole Miss, man, they got it together. So
Yeah, if Ole Miss can figure out their defense, I think they'll make a run in the playoffs for sure. They're a solid offensive team.
Yeah, I see the future where that happens. And Blaine, going over to your end with the Texas game, overtime win against Mississippi State. First off, speaking of sticking around, to win that game for being down big, it's just crazy. I don't know how they pulled that off. I wasn't hoping for it, but y'all know that. How did they get into that?
man, I think a lot of times, man, a lot of those guys they feel the pressure and they know that when it comes time to it, man, they've got to come together and as a team, man, to be able to make things happen, man, and that's what you saw a great example of. Those guys pulled it together, knew they needed to get things done, and look what happened. I mean, we end up coming out with a victory. So, Manning's he's been beat all year long. It seems he's been going through it, and I'll give it to him, man. He's got big shoes to fill from the family he's coming from. So, just for him to kind of pull out in that last bit and get us that lead, man, that says a lot about him. If we can just keep him healthy, that's the main concern for Texas, in my opinion. So.
Texas had 2 touchdowns in the first half. They had more than that in the fourth quarter alone. It was 24-point fourth quarter for Texas, which that game to overtime when they would eventually win it. To his point, Manning had 346 yards and 3 touchdowns with only 1 interception. How does he continue to grow through this season as Texas was ranked number 20 now? They're going to be moving up a little bit, but how does he continue to grow as Texas finds its way back into the upper echelon?
I really think it all starts from the core of the offense, man. With good coaches, with good backing, man, you can train these guys. You can work them to be great athletes, in my opinion, man. It's just how serious they take it, how hard they want to work to achieve it. And I think from the family and the background that he comes from, man, he's got all of the positives behind him. He's got endless opportunities. I mean, he's got some of the best quarterbacks that's ever been in the league that can help him. So, in my opinion, there's no stopping him, really. I think he can achieve whatever he kind of puts his head and his heart to. So
That's high praise. You're very positive about
yeah,
that.
yeah, oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I think the Texas defense is kind of what holds them together. I know Mississippi State kind of scored a lot of points on them, but other than that, man, they've kept everybody from scoring, getting in the end zone, especially against OU. OU didn't even get into the end zone, so I got to give them credit on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, I know we keep going back to the Red River rivalry game, but that was my next question. How does it kind of go from you don't allow much against OU to allow 38 against Mississippi State in 2 different weeks? I mean, I know it's solid football, but how did that happen, do you think, like, watching that game?
Man, it all comes down to really, like I said, the coaching, man. I mean, putting the guys in the right spots, and it's almost like in the trades, man. You put your guys in the right spot to succeed, good things happen, man. And like you said, that solid squad, that quarterback, man. He's doing big things over there, man, especially for his school. And I think right now his coaches has just put him in all the right spots, man, getting him the training he needs to be able to step up into the bigger levels.
These team stats here. Look at how even, like almost dead even those stats are. From everything to yard to time of possession, it's basically a 50-50 split. These two teams went to war. Texas was able to get it out in the end.
It was a fight, man, and I guarantee you both teams felt it, man. So, and then I know Sanders, he got hurt as well with an ankle injury, if I'm not mistaken, too. And then Mosley, I want to say he caught for 2 touchdowns and almost 53 yards with those 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, they've got a solid squad, man. I think all around. I always want to see my Longhorns put a whooping on OU. So, that was always good to see. And same with OU, man. Every year you see them, they're one of the most competitive schools to play for. So, I mean, anytime you play down here or any of these big schools, there's a lot of pressure behind it, man. So, I think really any of these guys can do it. Like I said, it all comes down to coaching and putting these guys where they need to be. to succeed.
Pretty sure Texas was missing their safety, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right. I think the secondary at least had one gap in it.
So, I mean, that could be. He's the leader of their team.
Yeah, they gave up 381 passing yards. So, I mean, that's
They'll tell you a little bit.
yeah, that's tell you a little bit.
He's a solid safety, and when you go from I think he's a All-American safety actually. And if you lose somebody like that, I mean, give up 381 yards of passing.
Yeah,
And then that punt return in the fourth quarter too, that was pretty wild. But yeah, no, I think they're a solid squad, man. And Mississippi kind of shocked me, to be honest with you. I didn't think they had it in them, man. I'm sure everybody kind of thought it would be a pretty easy sweep, but no,
I did.
I did too.
Unranked team going up against Texas, who's kind of back on the up and up. I thought it was going to be anything but. Now, next week for both of our teams, it's going to be much more difficult. Well, it'll be difficult. You've got Vanderbilt, we've got Tennessee. Both those two teams top 15, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be a fight.
So it's on the 1st of November, which is only in 4 days. So it'll be here very, very quick. Previewing those games. Let's start with Oklahoma. What does Oklahoma have to come back with following a loss to sneak one out against Tennessee?
They need to find the run game. They definitely need to find the run game. They need to stick to it when it works. I feel like that was the issue that we had against Ole Miss. Is we found a run game in the fourth quarter and then we abandoned it and threw I think it was 10 passes in a row on the last drive.
Probably a couple incompletions.
Yeah, Mateer missed some wide open guys, but just we need to find the run game, stick to it. That's what Oklahoma's kind of known for. So
both you guys are coming in at 6-2 too. So
yeah,
yeah,
and Vanderbilt on the other side, nobody expected them to be a top 10 team. So Texas is going to have a fight this weekend.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of wild seeing all these smaller schools kind of ragtagging them out, but no, it's I think to be honest with you, man, I think our Longhorns will go all the way, man. I'll be honest with you, boys.
Okay, now we're getting a little out there, folks.
I disagree.
Offensive identity for Oklahoma, for Texas against Vanderbilt, a team that's kind of shocked the world this season. How do they stay on the up and up, keep this moment going?
I mean, I haven't watched too much of Vanderbilt this year. I mean, to be honest with you, I will say that I think, like I said, the biggest thing moving forward into that game is keeping all the guys healthy, and really just making sure we don't allow what happened last week. 381 yards on defense is absolutely insane. If we can just pull together with our defense, like Chad said, I mean, a lot of times Texas has a solid defense even when they're young, man. They're usually pretty solid. So I think if those guys can kind of pull together and stop a lot of those passing yards and the D can get through, I think we'll be all right, man, against them. It seems like they're pretty hard fighting little schools, so we'll just kind of have to see how things go. But honestly, I think at the end of the day, it'll all come to our defense, man.
Cover the holes in the secondary and then find the offensive identity. Hey, before we go to break, last thing I want to mention here is, did you guys hear that Adrian Peterson got arrested for driving intoxicated and illegal carrying of a weapon or something like that?
No, I didn't.
I did not hear that either. That
happened yesterday.
Oh, wow. No, I did not hear that. Oh.
It's not just Georgia players like that. Georgia Integrity Heat there here in Oklahoma City, 7157 Northwest 80th Street. Call the company at 405-833-5992. You get to speak to great guys like these. They go out and do a bunch of different types of services. It's plumbing, electrical, heating, cooling, all of that good stuff. Also got the website, integrityheatandair.com. You can go kind of browse right there and see some of the services, contact them, see the selection. So we're going to send to our first break show. You're listening to the Game Plan on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. 3 more segments when we come back right after this.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We've provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey Blaine, Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday. And we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Come see us down at Smoothie King. We have two amazing locations to serve you. 5914 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City and 5921 Southwest 3rd Street, located right in the heart of Oklahoma City. Folks, we have the awesome Do Perfect smoothie. We have wonderful enhancements to get you ready for your workout. Rule the day. Smoothie King is your one-stop shop for delicious smoothie action. Come see us at Smoothie King.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month, and yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Hey folks, we are coming back now on the game plan, live from Integrity Heat and Air, 7157 Northwest 80th Street. Here with Chad and Blaine, talking all the reason it's sport news. We're going to keep it with football on this second segment through our first half. But first, guys, I want to ask you a little bit about some more of the work you do here at Integrity. If you would, tell us a little bit about some past projects y'all been working on.
So, man, we of course we do a lot of heating and air. Chad is actually one of our main repair technicians. He's in the field a lot, trying to diagnose things, help people get back up and running that way when it's cold, hot. They have access to their things, which he can kind of explain that side more in thorough detail. On my side, I'm actually the plumbing manager for us. I'm over all of the commercial stuff, making sure we do everything we're supposed to on residential, pulling permits, keeping everything up to code like we should. And we one of the main things that we offer is sewer linings, full home bust ups if that's what customers prefer. We also do a lot of trenchless repairs as well. So running water lines, that way if you have nice gardens, things like that, you don't want to mess up, we can come in there and we can completely rerun lines trenchless, making it painless and easy on you guys. Absolutely no putback on customers. Water heaters, tanklesses, to commercial buildings to where we design huge tankless units that work in comparison side by side with each other. So we have a lot of things that we have our hands into, commercial, residential. Really, we're really in the business to helping people out. That's our main goal. And if we can do that one customer at a time, that's what we try to do.
Yes, sir. So we have been busy with heat maintenances. So, cold weather's coming. Everybody's getting prepared for that. So we're going out and servicing their units, making sure they're ready for the winter.
last time I was here, I kind of asked you guys what steps customers should take to kind of prepare themselves for the oncoming winter season. Now we've apparently got a freeze coming soon. So I'll ask that question again. How can people help prepare themselves for the season?
On our end, just making sure that your furnace is up and going. Changing your air filter is an important step. And then if you have any issues or if you'd just like us to come out, call the number on the table and we'd love to take care of them.
Go. Number is 405-833-5992. Make sure you call that. All right, we're going to stick with the football as we get into this second segment. We'll go into the pro scene. And a little bit of news breaking here. Obviously, maybe the biggest part has been Scadaboo's injury, which we were talking about a little bit in the break. Down in New Orleans, this is how we kick it off. They have made the decision to go with rookie quarterback Tyler Shue as their starter. Vince Rattler is now going to the bench. The Saints are 1-7 this year, trying to find any kind of life, any kind of turnaround. They're going to the rookie. So that's a tough division, obviously. I mean, and 1-7 is not going to do you too well in any division. Do we think Shue will have a significant impact there? He's a pretty highly touted recruit here.
Yeah, I think that Spencer Rattler is cursed because he said he doesn't claim Oklahoma. So I think any other quarterback will go in and have a pretty good season. So.
You know what? I believe that, actually. I believe you on that one. As we can continue with the talk, I'll just clarify things. I'm a Dallas fan.
NFL?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
What?
I've been a Ravens fan because of Ray Lewis ever since I was young, man. That's my boy.
Nice little spread right there. You mentioned Tampa Bay, and you mentioned obviously Baltimore. How are we feeling on the MVP discussions surrounding these teams? Do we think Lamar's going to stay in it at all? Do you think Baker's going to win it?
Baker should win it.
Man, that's one guy I will say has completely shocked me this year, man, with the things that he's been able to do. He's kind of, in the past, being from OU, I've been in Oklahoma a while now, and seeing what he could do, at OU, man, that guy was top tier, solid guy. And then you guys can disagree with me, but in my opinion, I kind of haven't heard much about him. And this year, man, he's really caught my eye. He's I don't know what he's done different, man, but he's all over that field, man. And I will say I really like him, and I really like what he's bringing to them this year. I will,
The hard guy to root against.
He is, man. He is. He's just a solid athlete, man. I will say. I mean, you can just tell that kid. He's worked hard to get where he's at.
He's kind of been the underdog his whole life, so.
He plays with that chip on his shoulder. That's just fun to watch. Tampa Bay had a rough game recently. Didn't really go their way. We knew it was going to be a very good match against Detroit. Eventually, the Lions did go ahead and win that one. Coming off of that game, what do you think about the rest of the Tampa Bay schedule?
I think it's very doable for them to win most of them. I think that they'll definitely make the playoffs and make a run at it.
I agree with that. I think they make the playoffs pretty handily. Yeah. On the Baltimore side, give us a little bit of an update on the Ravens season, how they've been doing so far.
Man, honestly, I wish a little better. As far as the defense side, same thing as what I said earlier. Ravens, the thing about them, their defense is always, I feel like they always get a solid group of guys. We always kind of struggle on the offensive side, in my opinion, I feel like our run game, we could pick that up a little more. However, Lamar Jackson, he's a solid guy. And am I mistaken? Didn't he get hurt recently? Kind of was out for a minute and then came back, and he's been pretty solid, I feel like. Yeah, and has been doing pretty solid. Like, if I'm not mistaken, either yesterday or this morning, I heard the thing that he got a deal for perfect attendance at all practices. So he got the award for perfect attendance. So I thought that was pretty neat of him, man. And for years, man, that guy, even watching him on TV, whatever, man, he works hard, solid dude.
I didn't even know they gave out attendance award.
Yeah, I read it yesterday, or maybe it was this morning, man. But yeah, he got perfect practice attendance. So.
My only thing with Lamar Jackson is, he's so good throughout the season, but he can never win the big game. He just can't get over the hump to win the championships.
There have been a lot of quarterbacks that have kind of had that that's said about the whole thing. I mean, Josh Allen's right there.
Yeah, Josh Allen was right there. So.
Baker Mayfield's there in the way too, and Dak Prescott out of Dallas. I mean, there are a couple guys that are kind of sitting right there. Maybe it could be the year that one of them comes up big. The Bills just took a rough loss to, I think, the Patriots it was, but then they come back and get another nice win. I mean, I still think they're going to have a pretty good shot of winning it all. On my end, on the Dallas end, that's all I'll say about that.
Is there a QB competition in Dallas?
No, there's no QB competition there. Actually, I've seen people saying we should trade Milton to get some like or like help on our defense. The fact is, in Dallas, that's been the issue. It's not the offense. We're still a top, 3 offense in the league right now with that kind of help, but we're down to the last name in the depth chart in some positions in our secondary. It is rough right now.
Oh yeah,
Very,
man.
very rough. Yeah, that last game didn't go well for us. Didn't go well. Dak did have 2 interceptions, but again, they're the interceptions that don't matter in a box. We're going to show up like that, but it's one at the very end of the game. We're already down like 20.
It doesn't even matter at that point.
Surprise run game that's been really well. Awesome pass game with TD and Pickens, and just no defense to back it up, man. At this point, I don't know what we would do about it because all we could do is just wait for guys to get healthy, right? I mean, when you got a defense in that bad a scenario, how do you help them out? You've got to make some kind of move, right? Then it's Jerry Jones, so.
And I mean, for instance, there's been a lot of injuries, man. I mean, Mike Evans went down with his collarbone. What was that, last week? He ended up breaking his collarbone, I believe, and then CD Lamb, he killed my fantasy team, man, because he went out for a couple weeks, but thankfully he's finally back. Got me a couple points last Sunday, but yeah, man, really the important thing is trying to keep a lot of these guys healthy, man. They take a lot of heavy hits.
That is a deadly duo with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
It is everything. It is. I mean, George is one of the best contested ball catchers I think I have ever seen.
And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
probably the best route runner that we've.
He's the best route runner, man. The guy, dude, even just looking at his past clips, man, the guy will absolutely burn you in routes, man. It's crazy.
So I looked up that Mike Evans injury real quick, see how much time he's still going to miss. It does seem like he's going to be out for a little bit longer. I mean, the collarbone is not something you come back quick by any means. But I don't expect him to be back anytime soon, which kind of transitions us to the Scadaboo injury. Because broken ankle, I mean, if you've seen the picture, it ain't facing the right direction. And
No.
they're supposed to do that.
No.
He's probably going to miss some time too. Where's that put the Giants now in the NFC East, kind of in its overall NFL team?
That puts a lot of pressure on Jackson Dart. He's going to have to kind of take over the team and be that leader. It was like a two-man thing, but when you lose somebody, because they leaned on him heavy in the run game, so we're going to see if somebody else can step in and take that role, or if Jackson's going to have to put all of the pressure on him.
Heavy might be an understatement. He was their go-to guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like what's happening in Indianapolis right now. That's Daniel Jones and JT. Imagine if Taylor got hurt at this point, what that team would be like.
Oh, yeah.
And before we go to break, that's my last question for you guys. Do you think this should be the year where the running back, Jonathan Taylor, wins the MVP of the league?
Man, I will say that guy kind of shocks me, man. To be honest, I have him on my fantasy, and he was only predicted like 27 points, man, and pulled me out
Only.
and then pulled me out 35, over 35 something points, man, and just kind of shocker seeing what he's doing right now, man. He's working hard, I can tell you that.
I would say it's been a quarterback award, but it's the most valuable player, and I feel like he's the most valuable player of the league. So if Baker Mayfield doesn't get it, I think that he deserves it.
100%. 100%.
If Baker doesn't win MVP, it's going to JT. There's the official word. All right, we're at Integrity Geek there for this episode of Game Plan. Halfway through the show here, we've hit the 2:30 p.m. mark. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Integrity is at 7157 Northwest 80th Street in Oklahoma City. You can call them at 405-833-5992. They do call these guys because they work with exactly what the name says. They work with integrity. They'll get you done right. They'll take care of everything you need. We're sending it to break. When we come back, we're going to transition into some other sports, maybe some World Series talk and some early basketball talk.
Come visit us at Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. We're open year-round, 7 days a week, so come try our delicious crepes, smoothies, and churros. Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 405-225-1000. We also serve burgers, tacos, and more. 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. Also on Facebook, Raspado's OKC. That's Raspado's OKC, 405-225-1000.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bri Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitten.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Looking for fast cash without the hassle? At Red River Credit in Oklahoma City, they've got you covered. They offer auto-secured loans up to $3,660, and the best part, no credit check. Need something different? They also provide traditional installment signature loans with a credit check. Whether you need quick cash or a long-term solution, they're here to help. Enjoy cash-friendly service with easy access online at redrivercredit.com. You can apply in person at 4571 Northwest 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. Call 405-440-0582.
Let's all really listen to what politicians say. Does it make sense? For instance, raising tax rates on large corporations. Sounds good. Then we remember, corporations do not pay taxes. They pass tax costs through to their customers. That means a corporate tax increase is a tax increase for everyone who does business with a corporation. That's a tax increase to every one of us. Dwayne McAnally, McAnally Foundation.
Hey folks, we are back. We're back coming out of the break here on Game Plan at Integrity Heat Air, 7157 Northwest 80th Street, 405-833-5992. They're offering sewer lining services, among other things now. So make sure you call as we head into the winter season and get everything settled. All right, guys, so as we come back out of the break here, we're going to talk about basketball. But before we do, you've had this little home football on the table for a while now. Is that something that y'all like give out to people, or what's that all about?
Yeah, man. Honestly, it's just kind of a little thing that we had brought together. One of our main companies that we kind of do business with is Linux. So we just kind of decided to go in together and make these little footballs for people and kids to play with, and little stress relievers sometimes, you know. So
Yeah, if you're calling us, it can be a stressful time. So
I'm not sure that's what you want to say on air, man. Trying to convince people to call you.
A lot of times, you know, we get people that are, you know, and they think it's going to be a serious thing when we get there. So we get customers that are crying, upset, you know, telling us a lot of things. And so a lot of times, you know, we do try to let them know and just try to comfort them in ways that, you know, we can the best we can. You'd be shocked at getting us out there and what our prices actually are compared to these bigger companies, man. We're very, I mean, it's still family-owned business. We're not huge like these guys. We don't have to support 15 different companies to survive, you know. We feel for everybody. We know their situation. So, I mean, just holler at us, talk to us. We're reasonable people, man. We understand things happen, so we offer finance options as well to help people, multiple different finance options to help people no matter what situation they're in. So, just call if if you have any questions, give us a call.
All local, all right here in Oklahoma City. The guys go. I mean, that's the kind of service you're going to give. You just hear them talking about it.
Yeah.
And you kind of understand their approach. It's a family here.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, all, heck, I can tell you, I can't tell you how many times I come here on the weekends and I'll see half of our guys that ain't even supposed to be here in this office. You know, I'm like, it'd be Saturday, Sunday, and they're in here doing stuff. So it's just a good culture, and these guys really love serving our community, and that's what we've made priority, man. And so, anything we can do to help, we're a phone call away. So
Whose idea was all that?
that was I being on air, I wouldn't usually say this, but our GM, BJ, general manager, yeah, he came up with that idea, which it's been helpful, man. That's allowed us to really, really push with our 24-hour services to help anybody at any time of day, because we can just go right there in our little warehouse. And a lot of these businesses, they have to go order from a warehouse, things like that. It's all in house, so no matter what time it is, if it's an emergency, if we can't fix you up all the way, we'll at least be able to get you by until we can get to something in the morning. So,
There for it.
Yeah.
I like that. They work with integrity.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here on segment number 3, we're going to talk some basketball. The NBA season has just restarted. It's very young, very fresh, but we've already had plenty of news coming out of the NBA scene. Let's start first with the story of the past week, the NBA gambling scandal that's been going on. Illegal betting, Rozier, Billups, all of that good stuff. First off, have you guys been keeping up with this on your end at all?
I've seen it. I haven't read too much into it, but I feel like Terry Rozier used to be a very good player, and he's kind of fell off, and this looks like it might be why.
I mean, there are definitely some videos you can go see that make a little bit more sense now. Bad turnover.
100%.
Now, the NBA did issue a memo to teams on Monday. I'm going to read a little bit of it here. They've begun the process of reviewing league policies regarding injury reporting, the training and education of all NBA personnel, and safety measures for NBA players. Now, I obviously don't know a whole lot about the ins and out of injury reporting, but would this have been y'all's guess for how these games get, rigged, unfairly bet on, was through that injury reporting, through the behind the scenes there? I would have thought officiating.
100%. I would think officiating as well, but look, anytime money's involved with those big people, they'll figure out a way. I mean, they've done it since the 40s, man. If there's a way around it, man, they will figure it out. And unfortunately, man, when you do stuff like that and you do it wrong, you always get caught. So it's better just to do it the right way, man. And unfortunately, now they're in that circumstance to where they have to deal with that. So.
Coming out of this year, we've definitely seen that it's had an impact, right? It's impacting some pretty major market teams, including the Lakers now. When you talk about Lakers, obviously you're talking about LeBron, talking about Luka. You just keep going down the chain there, right? Everything impacts someone else. They're still going to push the betting, right? They're still going to push it legally. But now, coming out of this news, what are your thoughts on sports betting as a whole? It's not just in basketball, but as a whole, I think, the industry.
Honestly, I'm against it, because if, like you said, if there's a lot of money involved, people can find ways to rig the games. Gambling is just, it's just not smart. Honestly, I'm not for sports gambling.
And to be honest, when you promote things like that, I mean, there's no stopping kids from getting onto a lot of those websites to where you can go on and bet a lot of money on there. And I mean, I just don't agree with it. I think if you have a team, you like that team, you want to root for them, heck yeah, root for them. But I just don't agree with it, especially with a lot of those online ones, the apps you can do from your phones and things like that. However, but everybody's different. Everyone has their own opinions. I just feel like that opens doors for a lot of other things. I think right now you keep it clean, no money involved, it'll stay a pretty straight game, man.
I've kind of now along your line that At first, I didn't care about it. It never impacted me, so I didn't even think about it. But now with all this news, it's like, man, you can't even argue it anymore. It's absolutely had a negative impact on me.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
have friends who are big into sports gambling like that, but you can't approach it and expect for it to pay off, right?
No.
I mean, you can't expect to win big.
But a lot of people that go to the casinos, they don't ever tell you what they lose. You only hear about the winnings.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, so whoever folks that don't gamble.
That was good. That was good.
All right, let's talk a little bit about some of the teams that we've been mentioning here. Obviously, mentioned like LeBron and Luka. Some of the news, especially after Russell Westbrook left, has come out about LeBron. Have y'all been keeping up with any of that? They've kind of been questioning his role in the team's leadership and how real he is behind the scenes. Now, I won't speak too much on this because I don't know the full picture, but it seems like Russ was pretty disgruntled. Seems like AD might be harboring a little bit of poor sentiments there. Is LeBron's legacy about to go down the drain?
I don't think that his legacy will go down, but I think that he's going to be known as a bad teammate. There's been a lot of people, not even the star players. There's a lot of behind the scenes practice players, and he's just not treating people the right way.
I think he'll kind of dig himself into an early retirement. Not really. I wouldn't say early. He's been, but a little earlier than what he probably expected. Especially, I mean, there's a difference. Almost like Kobe. If you look at a lot of the guys that played with him, they kind of show of respect. There's comments that were and stuff that were made, but they know it was competitively. When you hear conversations of the people that he's played with, it's a little different stories that you get with LeBron towards Kobe. And it could be the situation, but I think Kobe took more of a leadership role to where LeBron doesn't have regards for the teammates. He doesn't really care what he says, because I mean, just looking over in his past games, he's always been a solid player. He's always been able to really deliver for any team he's played for. I mean, even Miami, man, I would have loved to go to a Miami game when I was a kid, man. But I think the way you carry yourself, and especially when you got guys looking up to you, kids looking up to you, that it says a lot, man. And so if you're kind of a jerk to everybody, it'll come out.
AGM, as they call him. Keep an eye on that storyline going forward. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks recently played early in the season game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was 23 with 8 assists on 10 for 22 field goal shooting. He only shot 2 free throws. He did make both. So OKC just knocked off a really strong Dallas team. Now Brandon Cooper-Flag is struggling. But do you think the defending champs are going to stay on this hot streak and go back and defend their title this year? Way too early. No, way too early prediction. But do we think Oklahoma City has a pretty good chance?
Absolutely. They haven't. I mean, they're pretty much still the same team as last year. They're just getting better, getting older, getting wiser. I definitely see OKC making a deep run again this year.
They definitely have some competition. Have y'all been keeping up Victor Wembanyama?
Man, he's an animal, isn't he? That guy don't even have to jump, man.
Yeah, he's an animal.
And the thing is I ain't even a fan of the team he plays for. I just watching him, man, just pure talent, dude. He's that guy is an animal when it comes to basketball, man. Especially being as tall as he is, and that mean back jump shot he's got, man. It's just cool to watch him, man. I really need to get around and probably take Chad or something and go out to one of his games and go see how that goes, man. But other than that, man, he's just a cool guy to watch. So
if you do, let me know. That sounds awesome. By the way, Giannis and Wembanyama both apparently can shoot from the field now. Giannis is knocking down 3-pointers at an unreal clip. And Wembanyama is pulling up with Hesse, and he's dribbling like a maniac. He's got handles like Kyrie now.
It's insane, man. It's blowing my mind how far he's came, man. Especially when just last year, he was going through all that thing with his leg and what was it, a blood clot that they found, and then he kind of recovered from that, man, this year he's been just an animal to watch, man. I would hate to even find out I had to guard him, you know. But no, he's a good guy to watch, man. So
It's crazy that somebody that big can be as athletic as he is. You don't really see that. And like you said, his handles are crazy.
So it's kind of like on our next thing where we're going to talk about Shohei and dodging the Toronto series a little bit. It's kind of like, man, how does one person get that good?
it's insane, man.
Every single season for every sport, there's always that one guy that's like, I was just even. But if you want someone that's that good at HVAC services, and there you go, there's another good one. Who wants that? Monterey Heat and Air here. 405-833-5992, 7157 Northwest 83 is the address. We're here on the game plan. We got one more segment as we come back out of break, talking with Chad and Blaine. Always fun coming here. We got to find a new title for this show, I think, now that we've had a repeat episode, make it an ongoing series. Hey, here in Integrity Commercial right now. We'll be back with more sports talk after this.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We've provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday. And we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Riley, owner here at Victory Mattress Outlet, and my job is to help individuals get a quality night's sleep on our name brand mattresses for prices they can't afford. I have a great offer for you right now. If you go to this website, victorymattressOutlet.com/win, WIN, fill that form out, and you got a free coupon for a buy one mattress, get one 50% off. We look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.
Now open at 5801 West Britain Road. It's Himador Mexican Grill. Order at Himador Mexican Grill and be treated to a spacious dining area, friendly staff, and delicious Mexican dishes. Fajitas, quesadillas, seafood, vegetarian meals, they've got it all at Himador Mexican Grill, 5801 West Britain Road. With different lunch and dinner specials every day and great prices, Himador Mexican Grill is the place to be. They open at 11 a.m. every day and come by starting August 30th to get some drinks at the brand new bar. The people love Himador Mexican Grill, and you will too. Call 405-367-7274 or email HimadorGrill5801@gmail.com to reserve your table. Himador Mexican Grill is eager to serve you. 5801 West Britain Road, and call 405-367-7274. Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home with a $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
And we are back. Coming out of break here for our final segment of the game plan live from Integrity Heat there, 7157 Northwest 80th Street in Oklahoma City, right here off of Rockwell, right behind you. Brixton Square. That's not the right one. Brixton Square. 405-833-5992 is the number to call. If you've been watching on our Facebook Live, if you got to see some of the people that work here in Integrity, these guys are the best. It's always a fun time whenever we come out to do this. And if you actually call them for those HVAC services, the heating, the cooling, the plumbing, the electrical, the sewer lining, and everything else they offer, I promise.
We'll take care of you.
You'll enjoy what you get. All right, here on this final segment, guys, we're going to talk to the baseball because the World Series is happening right now. Game 3 finished last night, or could I say this morning, because it was a long one.
18.
18, you're right. 6 hours, 39 minutes. 609 total pitches, 130 total at-bats. 19 unique pitchers took the mound. There were 5 home runs. Clayton Kershaw threw. Shohei Ohtani had 4 intentional walks. And also Waldo was in the crowd somewhere. They found Waldo. That ties the longest game in the World Series history at 18 innings.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild, man.
6-5 on a Freeman walk-off. That's how it ended in the 18th, literally right before 2 a.m. Laying in the bed watching it. Still deciding if that was a good decision. It was a fun one. Literal history we just watched, guys. And now the Dodgers up 2-1. They win a big Game 3 on their home field. Going into Game 4, still in LA for a couple. I mean, now going forward, what does this mean for the outcome of this series? Historically, teams that win Game 3, both at home and on the road, have a pretty good shot at winning it all. Do we think that this gives the Dodgers a sizable enough edge over Toronto going forward?
Man, the best thing I could tell them is to kind of stay humble. Don't allow this to slow you down, because just know that they're coming for it too, man. And really, I'll be honest, the Dodgers have a solid squad, man. Freddie Freeman coming up to finish that game, man, at 2 a.m. That's a savage move, man. And just the talent they have behind him, man. At the end of the day, even with Ohtani, I mean, him his own self, he's a two-way, just absolute menace, man. To any team that he has to play against, I feel bad for, man. Whether it's pitching or batting, and I honestly, in my opinion, I think if the Dodgers can just kind of pull it together and make things happen, they'll pull through, man. I really do. They've got the team. They've got the people with the experience behind them to be able to pull this off.
Well, funnily enough, he said pretty much exactly what Shohei said in his post-game interview. Said, his performance was just, in the context of that one game, the most important thing is going to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're going to do tonight, because they come back, they don't get any rest. It's right back in Game 4. Get this, in that game, 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 4 additional walks for Ohtani there.
Mm-hmm.
One of, without a doubt, the best games that have ever been played in the World Series. I was talking to you, Chad, a little bit before. Some of those numbers haven't been hit since the 1900s. I mean, early 1900s, right? What's it like to hear about this, to get to watch this, to get to be lived out history?
Yeah, no, I love it. I love that he's doing so well. I have some of his baseball cards, so
Nice.
the better he does, the better for me. But yeah, we haven't seen a player like him possibly ever. I mean, he's doing things that nobody's done before. So I love watching him. He's a great player.
He's making a pretty good chance for being the best player in the postseason right now. Up until this point, it's been Vladimir Guerrero Jr. because he's been basically carrying Toronto all the way to the World Series with his unreal bat.
Oh, man.
And by the way, let's not discount Toronto here, because they played that game all the way to the 18th too. Both teams went through their entire bullpens. There was nobody left. I mean, Yamamoto came back in for the Dodgers just through a complete game. Obviously, I mentioned Kershaw came in a big situation. His was, I don't know if y'all know this, in that extra innings, bases loaded, 2 outs, full counts. Kershaw is there, and he gets the Dodgers out of it for what might be his last time taking them out as a professional player.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It writes itself, right?
There's not a better story than that.
Not really, except for apparently for Freeman.
Yeah.
I say if Otani's maybe the best player we've ever seen, I think Freddie might be the perfect baseball player.
Even Max Muncy and Will Smith, man. I mean, they just got talent all throughout. No matter who you look at, the Dodgers have the talent, man. I mean, like I said, they just got to make things happen, make plays.
They do have the talent. It was a very clean game from both sides. I believe the Dodgers finished with 2 errors, but they kind of got back on it, kind of picked that back up. Toronto, however, was obviously in it till the very end. They had multiple times where they had runners in scoring position, weren't able to score them. Now, when we were previewing this on an episode of the game plan yesterday, I said I was giving the edge to the Dodgers here, even on the road. Our board operator, Mike Gannon, gave it to LA. He ended up being right, so shout out Mike, I guess. But I can't discount Toronto right now. They've still got the bats that can contest with LA. I mean, that game was back and forth through the first 7 innings. It was only after that the opposite was quiet. I look at this game and I still say, yes, LA now has the advantage. Obviously, up 2-1, still at home. They've got a sizable and unarguable advantage. But I got to give that hesitation. Hey, Toronto hit Blake Snell in the first game, and Snell has been arguably the best pitcher in the playoffs. Like trying to think of the right words, not coming to mind, but maybe you're comparing him to Yamamoto and Otani, who are both all on it.
Yeah.
That's an unreal starting lineup, and the Blue Jays got to one of them. That's definitely a team that can still make this a series. So don't count out Toronto. Whatever you do, don't count them out.
Even Vladdy's over-the-shoulder catch, too, man. I mean, that was pretty insane.
They had to have one play. It was a long ball, and I think it was hit short. They throw it across the diamond. It's not time to get the runner. Throw comes off, backhands it, fires it to the pitcher to get her hand. That's on the money for the tag.
Yeah, man. He's doing good, man. He's always been a batter, though, man. That guy's always been able to just send absolute missiles, man. So that's no shock.
In that game, looking at the Toronto order right now, Guerrero Jr. was 2 for 7 with 2 walks. He had 2 runs, no RBIs. He's still batting above 400 in this postseason right now. His leadoff man, Springer, kind of struggled that game down to 3-point. I mean, there weren't really a lot of batters that you can say struggled in that game. They just weren't able to come up. Clutch moment, like bases, runners on scoring position late in that game. But up and down, the Blue Jays have still put up a roster. I mean, 15 hits.
Yeah.
It was 16 hits for LA, 15 for Toronto, and the one difference is a home run every game.
Yeah.
If one thing goes different, that's a Toronto win.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the news, all the celebration, right, all the social media posts that are going out about LA right now, that was still just as much the Toronto game. So, do they come back and win Game 4 against Otani on the mound? I don't know. But do they go down only picking up 1? I do not think so. I think Toronto's got at least 1 more win in the bag. I could see this going 6-7.
Oh, yeah. All I'm saying is Dodgers better bring it, man. Because, I mean, you can just see that Toronto wants to take it. So, I will say I wouldn't count them out. So, but either way, I think it'll be a good series.
I agree. Well, let's hope tonight doesn't go till 2 a.m. The game starts at 7 p.m. Central Time. One more. Gotta love West Coast games.
Gotta love them.
Dodgers are winning tonight.
Dodgers are winning tonight. You were quiet that whole time. You were just waiting to throw that one. Just go get everything I said right there. Dodgers are winning. Hey, it'll be a good game no matter what. So, as we wrap up this show, I'm going to give one last big thank you to Integrity Heat there for letting the game plan come by and hosting the show. Thanks to Chad and Blaine for coming on doing this. This one was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, of course, man. It's always good getting to sit down with you and talk some sports with you, man. So,
before we go, is there anything else y'all would like to say before we go?
Just one thing, like I said, if you guys have any questions, concerns, just give us a call. We're a full service company, commercial and residential. And we do also offer lining services for slabs, as well as outside yard lines. We also do trenchless water lines as well. So like I said, we can almost just about take care of you in anything that you need for your home or your business.
Yeah, just call us if you need anything. Call us to get your furnace tuned up and ready for the winter.
Right, they're the best here. So make sure you call one more time. The number is 405-833-5992. Also got the website, integrityheatair.com. They're tagged in our Facebook Live. so you can find them there as well. Well, one more time from Luke Young and the guys at Integrity, thank you for tuning in. This has been the Game Plan. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.